Right now at 6, 44 workers to every 100 jobs. Wisconsin's workforce is struggling to keep up, but a Western Tech program is helping speed up job training. And abortion continues to be a hot-button issue as Supreme Court candidates run the most expensive court race in the country.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Tonight, it's known as the Great Resignation. In 2022, over 50 million people quit their jobs, and that has led to a workforce shortage nationwide. But there are some solutions, as News 8 Now's Dua Esrar explains how one of them is right in La Crosse.
Hospitals, manufacturers, and other companies can send their staff to Western Tech for some hands-on learning. It's called Business and Industry Services, and its goal is to train and keep people in the workforce. A company's culture helps it retain its workforce.
A huge amount of people retiring from the workforce, as well as we have a limited workforce coming into the job market.
Wisconsin is struggling.
We don't have enough bodies in the region to actually do the work.
According to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Wisconsin has one of the most severe worker shortages nationwide. Statewide, there are 44 workers available for every 100 jobs open. Not every job has the resources to train their workers.
I don't really have someone that I can turn to and ask questions.
Sam Hakes is a process engineer for Freudenberg NOK. His employer enrolled him in the safety circuits and machine guarding class.
Was looking for classes and stuff to help our engineering team better assist our floor.
John Zimprich works in the Business and Industry Division of Western Technical College.
A couple hundred businesses a year we work with every year.
BIS offers classes for various workforce skills.
Just like that.
The classes can be on Western's campus or a company's site.
It's a condensed version of training to help them know what they need to do to be better at their job.
This isn't related to banner stuff, so.
For people like Hakes, these classes are an opportunity to learn additional skills.
Lean on other people who maybe had experience in those areas, but now I can be there with our maintenance guys, reading diagrams and helping them troubleshoot.
While being supported by an employer. Reporting in La Crosse, Dua Esrar, News 8 Now.
All right, thanks, Dua. Western Tech says BIS classes are the busiest it's ever been. More people are joining the workforce and then learning the skills through those programs. All right, time to switch it up and talk some weather with our chief meteorologist, Bill Groh.
Well, it was one of those days where if you were inside or driving in your car, you look outside, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Sunshine, blue sky. Then you step outside and Mother Nature kind of slaps you in the face with these temperatures. 34 was the high in La Crosse. Folks, these numbers would be more typical of overnight lows this time of year. Our average high in La Crosse is 52, so we were almost 20 degrees short of that. 37 in Prairie du Chien, 20s for highs to the north and west, including you folks in Eau Claire. Again, looked great. Lots of blue sky and sunshine. In fact, hard to pick out a cloud anywhere across the tri-state area right now. Current temps near those highs, 34 in La Crosse, freezing in Winona, Black River Falls, Sparta, Viroqua, and Decorah, and only 26 in Eau Claire. Speaking of cold, unseasonably cold tonight, lows in the teens for most, even some single-digit lows in our far northern counties. The silver lining winds will be going light. Now, I'm tracking some snow, some thunderstorms, some of which could be strong on Friday, and some snow and a lot of wind as well in my 8-day forecast. Details coming up.
All right, thanks a lot, Bill. Back on the news side of things this evening, the state Supreme Court race continues to draw attention and has already broken court campaign funding records for the entire country. Last night, both campaigns took part in a forum at UW-Milwaukee. But candidate Danielle Kelly was represented by current Justice Rebecca Bradley. She and candidate Janet Protasiewicz were both asked about abortion as a challenge to the 1849 state law works its way through the courts.
Obviously, I can't comment on what I would do on any case, but my personal value is that a woman should be able to make her reproductive health care decisions. No candidate should be discussing his or her position on that issue. It is prejudging the issue, and it will again force recusal.
Abortion is just one of the hot-button issues. This race will determine the balance of the court. Both candidates do agree on one thing, a constitutional amendment that would allow judges to consider more factors when setting bail. Voters will decide whether to enact those changes on April 4th. A bill gaining bipartisan support would allow low-income Wisconsin mothers to stay on Medicaid longer with less paperwork. Nearly half of the state's lawmakers have already co-sponsored the bill. More Republican lawmakers across the country are moving to expand Medicaid eligibility after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned the right to abortion last year. But even as the expansion gains popularity with lawmakers, Wisconsin is still one of 10 states that have not accepted federal funds for Medicaid expansion. Practice makes perfect, but in healthcare, ever-changing situations can make it tougher to prepare for the unexpected. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen joins us live in studio to explain how one local hospital is giving caregivers a chance to practice without any risk to patients. Good evening, Emily.
Ken, Winona Health Simulation Lab is offering a space for caregivers to improve patient care.
In healthcare, every minute matters.
The rapid change that you need to make in gathering information and then providing care to patients.
What is done by providers in that time is crucial.
All the caregivers here at Winona Health and in this community, they just want to be better caregivers.
A new space in Winona Health's hospital is helping caregivers gain that confidence.
It's just nice to say, like, okay, if you made a mistake, like, let's learn from it.
Courtney Weiser works every day with mannequins that breathe, just like we do.
It gives them the opportunity to learn how to care for clients and patients in a safe environment that doesn't cause any kind of ill effects for the patient or clients.
Its interactive sim lab has an array of patient options, from a pregnant mom,
she is amazing what she can do,
to an elderly patient.
They can come up here and practice and stay consistent on it, so if it comes in tomorrow or in a week or in a month, they feel confident doing that procedure or that skill.
Right now, it's a place for providers and first responders to sharpen their skills.
I think this is a good way for us to take care of our caregivers, not just employees of Winona Health, but the caregivers that are across our community.
Next year, it will also be a space for classfuls of Winona State students.
We all know that learning occurs best when we make a mistake, and so we don't want that mistake to happen in the real environment where a student could harm a patient.
Putting in the hours, so the crucial minutes count.
A variety of different groups have used the simulation lab for all kinds of training. So far, Winona Health staffers say in addition to their caregivers, Winona Ambulance, firefighters, and even the Chamber of Commerce have already come into the lab. Ken?
All right, thanks very much, Emily. If you're interested in getting trained or taking a tour of that lab, you can contact Courtney Weiser. We will post her contact info on news8000.com. Tonight in Westby, a community awareness night focusing on the effects of fentanyl in the community. The Amara Rose Foundation, the Vernon County Sheriff's Office, and Westby Police will have information about opioids and how people can stay informed. Visitors will be able to ask authorities about what they can do to help, and representatives from the Amara Rose Foundation will speak about losing a loved one to an accidental overdose. Everything begins at 7 tonight in the Westby Performing Arts Center. Still ahead, stopping a shortage. Donors help stock up local blood supplies at a drive in Toma, and there's still a chance for you to help.
Started as just something to do, then became a hobby. Before long, it turned into something much more. Thursday on News 8 Now at 6, we'll introduce you to a Cooley Region man who was on the verge of turning this hobby into a shot at Olympic gold.
Ashley's anniversary mattress sale is going on now. Celebrate decades of restful nights with incredible value on Ashley Sleep mattresses. And for a limited time, receive a free adjustable base upgrade with the purchase of an Ashley Sleep Align mattress set, only at Ashley.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
A person is known by the company they keep. Who are Judge Janet Protasewitz's friends? Predatory abortion profiteers. The type of savages that support late-term abortions that cause excruciating pain and stop a beating heart. And they want you, the taxpayer, to foot the bill. Janet Protasewicz and her bloodthirsty comrades don't care about Wisconsin's values. They care about making money, killing babies. Vote Dan Kelly on April 4th.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
This year at Ashley's anniversary sale, we were able to secure a more affordable price on the same great quality as before, and we're passing those savings on to you. And bonus savings on outdoor furniture. Plus, we're offering 5 years special financing only at Ashley.
Toma Health and Versity Blood Center are addressing a regional blood shortage with a 2-day blood drive at Toma's Recreation Park. Versity Blood Center is the only blood supplier for 50 hospital systems across the state, including Toma Health and other regional systems. One donor has been giving since the 70s and says it's important for locals like her to help their nearby hospitals.
If somebody's in an accident or something, they're going to need blood. And all the hospitals around here, you know, they're small hospitals, but they're really needed. Just feel like I'm doing my share. I'm glad to help out.
So day one wrapped at 5 o'clock today, but the drive will continue tomorrow from noon to 5. Donors can register for donation time online. We've got that link posted on news8000.com. It's almost time for warmer weather fans to start hitting the trails. Details on getting a trail pass from Wisconsin's DNR and how artistic students can help out the agency coming up next.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Look at the size of this storm system out to the west. It's going to start to send energy towards us starting tomorrow afternoon. Numerous impacts from this storm system through Saturday. I'll have the details coming up next.
High costs and hassles keeping you from building your new home? How about a new factory-built home from Town & Country Housing? Town & Country homes are $20 to $40 less per square foot than site-built homes. And once your home arrives at your site, it will be completed in weeks, not months. Choose from numerous plans, exterior features, cabinet choices, and even fireplaces. Let Town & Country help make your new home a reality. Business Highway 53 between Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls. Join us for our open house this weekend.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Water Works.
I paid into Social Security my whole life.
Now I depend on it.
We earned it. But extremist Dan Kelly doesn't think so.
He said Social Security is like slavery.
And Kelly wrote that seniors on Social Security are, quote, people who have chosen to retire without sufficient assets to support themselves.
What a jerk.
That tells you a lot about the kind of judge he'll be on the court.
He's an extremist.
He's too extreme.
He doesn't care about us.
Honey, where are the kids?
I put them in the furnace so I could figure out why we don't have any heat.
You did what?
Maybe it's that loose wire.
Maybe it's that plug vent.
Maybe it's the bad igniter.
Maybe it's a dirty flame sensor.
Or maybe...
Why don't we just call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning?
Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial customers within 50 miles of West Salem.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
If you're interested in going out biking or horseback riding this spring on Wisconsin trails, Wisconsin's DNR now selling their 2023 State Trail Passes. Those passes valid until December 31st, and a State Trail Pass is required for anyone over 16, but not required for hiking or walking trails. According to the executive director of the Sparta Area Chamber of Commerce, that money from the passes helps keep the trails open.
Pass payments stay here at the chamber, and then they go to the La Crosse River State Trail, and a portion goes to there, and that's the money that helps keep the trails cleaned and groomed and up to date.
Because the trails are a bit muddy this time of year, chamber leaders recommend waiting until May when the covered bridge opens. And the Wisconsin DNR is asking for young artists' help designing their admission stickers. High schoolers in Wisconsin can submit their designs now through April 30th. All entries need to have an environmental theme and should be specific to Wisconsin. You can find rules and design templates at the DNR's website. Of course, looking out from the window today, it looked really inviting if you wanted to go for a walk, be it on a trail or just the neighborhood, but the weather had another thing coming with those cold temps.
Yeah, very deceiving look, but yeah, it was an unseasonably chilly day. Now my focus is starting to turn to tomorrow and especially Friday and Friday night. Here's why. Yeah, March is supposed to go out like a lamb. Well, not this year. It's definitely going to be a stormy end to the month. Afternoon rain and snow showers tomorrow, and then rain and a few thunderstorms tomorrow night. Keep an eye on Friday. We've got Friday as an alert day because periods of showers and perhaps some strong thunderstorms Friday afternoon and evening, especially south, but we'll have to watch that closely. And then rain changes to snow Friday night and into early Saturday. Quite windy as well. So welcome to spring in the upper Midwest. Anything and everything can happen. Sunshine, but chilly today. 34 was the high, 21 the low. That is, again, more typical of our overnight lows. 52 is where we should be for a high. And those light snow showers and flurries last night just amounted to a trace out at the La Crosse Airport. 34 degrees with the sunshine both at the station here downtown and also out at the airport. A little bit of a breeze making it feel like 29, and the Mississippi continues its rise, 6.67 feet. Eau Claire, you're only at 26 degrees with a wind chill of 16. Again, abnormally cold for this time of year. Now you can see where a boundary sits right about here. Springtime south of there, 50s and 60s, but boy, taste of late winter to the north of that boundary with readings in the 20s and 30s. Now skies are currently clear. All my attention out to the west here. Look at this massive storm system, the swirl of clouds spinning near San Francisco, California. Now we're going to see kind of chunks of energy sent towards us, bringing periods of precipitation tomorrow afternoon all the way through Saturday morning. So all is quiet tonight. Clouds increase as we head into tomorrow morning. Now by tomorrow afternoon, again, watch the clock up here, rain and snow showers lift across the area. Might have to watch for a brief burst of snow along and north of Interstate 94. And then generally rain showers tomorrow night, maybe even some embedded thunderstorms in spots as that activity moves through. Little break Friday morning, some lighter showers, but then by Friday afternoon, especially after 3 o'clock, you have to watch a frontal boundary moving in from the west, and that's when we could see some stronger storms race east across the area, maybe between about 3 and 9 o'clock Friday evening is the way it's looking right now. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center is watching this too. They've got a level 1 risk for the I-90 corridor. Level 2 risk, this is where my concern is highest. For northeastern Iowa, maybe Allamakee, Winneshiek counties, Crawford, Richland counties as well. A level 3 risk south of there. Strong winds, hail, even isolated tornadoes not completely out of the question. Again, that local timing Friday afternoon and into Friday evening. And if that's not enough, then we've got a taste of winter on the backside of the storm with winter storm watches for northern parts of the Boone area. Chippewa, Eau Claire, Rusk, and Pepin counties from overnight Friday through midday Saturday. Maybe as much as 2 to 5 inches of snow and a lot of wind in those areas as well. So lots to watch over the next couple of days. Cold tonight, 19 in La Crosse, maybe some single-digit lows far north. Afternoon rain and snow showers tomorrow, a high of 48. And then that alert day Friday, scattered thunderstorms. We'll have to watch the intensity of those in the afternoon and evening. 56 though, and then that change over to snow Friday night, early Saturday. windy with a high of 41. Back in the 50s, though, Sunday and into the early part of next week, and we could see another fairly strong storm system around Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Very active pattern.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill.
All right.
Coming up next in sports, a couple of local athletes taking the steps to play their sport at the next level. And opening day almost here. Cade's in next with one more preview of the Brewers and Twins.
Visit the Early Bird Home Show, going on now at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Lowest prices of the year on your 2023 project. Windows, bathrooms, and more.
Come to Slumberland and get 20% off our beautiful new furniture and decor during our Spring Spruce Up event. We've got fresh new looks, like sleek new upholstery for your living area, plus extra discounts on recliners, patios, Sealy mattresses, and sectionals, including our new super versatile modular sectional. Get an extra 20% off Slumberland low prices during our Spring Spruce Up event right now at Slumberland Furniture. And check out our easy new mattress rating system to get you in your perfect bed.
On abortion rights, do you want extremist Dan Kelly holding the gavel? Kelly wants abortion banned even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. He'll uphold the 1849 criminal abortion law that allows doctors and nurses to be jailed for performing abortions. And he'll strip women of their freedom to make their own decision on abortion. So don't give Dan Kelly a gavel with your vote. He's just too extreme.
Life's more rewarding at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Whether you're out in the yard, the workshop, or the driveway, it's time to save big on supplies for outdoor DIY projects. Right now, Rewards members get Citgo Full Synthetic Motor Oil for just $4.49 a quart after mail-in rebate. Save 20% on all Fram Ultra Oil filters. Shop our great selection of Carlisle specialty tires. Plus, Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with an $80 estate fertilizer purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's easy to see when you have a plumbing problem, but when it comes to your water, things aren't always so clear. Without water conditioning, your water may be doing more harm than good. Hard water can damage your pipes and appliances, leave spotting on dishes, as well as dry out your skin and hair. Contact the professionals at Maxwell White. More than a plumbing company, we offer comprehensive water conditioning. That's 2 great services under one roof. Enjoy cleaner dishes, softer and brighter clothes, and much more with a simple call to Maxwell White. Water conditioning done right.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
The wait is almost over. In less than 24 hours, the MLB season gets underway. We've got a pitch clock, bigger bases, and no more shifts. A bunch of new rules that are made to make the game more exciting. 15 total games tomorrow for opening day, with both the Brewers and the Twins starting on the road. Both teams are looking to bounce back after just barely falling short of the playoffs last season. For the Brewers, they're coming off of a slow spring training, but they had good outings from both Corbin Burnes and Brandon Woodruff. Christian Yelich was starting to heat up towards the end, and the team is ready to go for the season. CBS Sports projections have the Brewers with 87 wins, finishing second in the division behind the Cardinals, and a 47% chance at making the postseason. They're starting the season in Chicago, taking on the Cubs at Wrigley Field. It's Corbin Burnes facing off with Marcus Stroman for a 1:20 p.m. first pitch. Games 2 and 3 are on Saturday and Sunday. The Twins were in control of the AL Central for most of the first half last year, but it fell apart in that second half. They re-signed Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton is back, and they added some help to the pitching staff. CBS projects the Twins to finish with just 76 wins and gives them just a 13% chance to make the playoffs. A big reason for their regression is the loss of All-Star and Silver Slugger Luis Arraez, who was traded to Miami in the offseason. In return, the Twins got Pablo Lopez, who will make his Minnesota debut on the mound tomorrow as their opening day starter. The Twins are down in Kansas City. Zach Greinke on the mound for the Royals. This one is set for a 3:10 first pitch. The start of the MLB season means the NBA is nearing the end of the regular season. There's just 7 games left on the Milwaukee Bucks schedule, but they're still sitting with a 2.5-game lead over the Boston Celtics and still have the best record in the NBA. They're the favorites in the Eastern Conference, but yet Giannis is still on the outside of the MVP race. Now, it's not over yet. Giannis can still have a big last 2 weeks, and if the Bucks lock themselves in the top overall team, there could be some Giannis MVP conversation heating up. Tonight, the Bucks are on the road for the last game of their road trip in Indy, taking on the Pacers. This game tipped off just after 6 p.m., and I'll have the highlights later tonight. Tomorrow, Bucks will be at home for a big game against the Celtics, then home on Sunday for another big game against the 76ers. And here in lacrosse, we had a couple of Logan Rangers signed to play at the next level. Jazzy Davis signed to play volleyball at St. Mary's University. Scott Grossbach is playing football here at UWL. Andrew Hackbarth is running track here at UWL. And Sterling Meyer is playing football at UW River Falls. A big shout out to all these athletes and best of luck at the next level. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
We hired Schwabel, Getz & Sieben because they came to us already with a plan. They had already done some investigation.
They had pulled reports, they had done the diligence, and they already had a kind of a plan of attack and rolled that out to what ultimately became the outcome that we were looking for.
They were working for us. They were in our corner. I just felt at ease working with them.
I would highly recommend Schwabel, Getz & Sieben to anybody who is facing a personal injury accident.
Get 11% off everything right now at Menards. FPP's Volt Edge Lawn and Garden Battery will power all of your tractors and lawnmowers. Each battery is built with the power to get you started. Pick up this battery for just $26.99 after rebate. Keep your engine running smoothly with Shell. Rotella Heavy Duty Motor Oil offers triple protection. It controls wear, deposits, and emissions. Pick up a gallon for $14.99 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Soon, you'll be headed to the polls to decide the future of our state. And here's my promise to you. I'll look at every case in a fair, impartial manner. And I'll follow the law and our Constitution. As a prosecutor and as a judge, I've put dangerous criminals in jail. I've fought to guard our rights and our freedom. That's exactly what I'll do on the Supreme Court. I'm Judge Janet Protasewicz, and I'm asking for your vote by April 4th.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Well, if you're going to be out and about this evening, bundle up. 20s and 30s are current temperatures. Overnight lows in the teens for most, even single digits far north. Rain and snow showers tomorrow afternoon, 48. Keep an eye on Friday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be strong in the afternoon and evening. 56 for the high, and then a change over to snow Friday night. Cooler Saturday, but back in the 50s on Sunday.
All right, a roller coaster of a week indeed. Yep. Thank you very much, Bill Grahl, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.